1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hello! Oh, it's so good to see you. I hope you're positively flitterific. You know, Terrence and I are actually playing a game of fly and go seek. Oh, it's so much fun. You should try it sometime. But he can wait. I've got a very amazing story to show you guys today. In fact, it's a story all about me. Isn't that just flitterific? This is the story of me, and it's called Tinkerbell, of course. Not so long ago, a baby laughed her first laugh. That laugh flew out the window and attached itself to a dandelion wisp. The wisp floated all the way from the human world to the Pixie Hollow, home of the Never Fairies. Once there, the laugh turned into a brand new fairy. You know, babies' laughs are how fairies are made. And what fairy do you think it turned into? I'll give you a hint. That's what the book is called. All Never Fairies have a special talent. It was time for the new fairy to discover hers. A hammer started to glow, then it flew right into her hands. Come forward, Tinker Fairies, Queen Clarions called, and welcome the newest fairy of your talent guild, Tinkerbell. See, there I am. I just discovered my talent of being a Tinker Fairy. Oh, do you have a talent? Oh, that sounds flitterific. 2 other Tinker Fairies, Clank and Bobble, showed me to my new home in the Tinker's Nook. You've arrived at the most wondrous time, the changing of the seasons, they exclaimed. Oh, I couldn't wait to get started. I put on a leaf dress, I tied my hair up in a ponytail, for fun, and went to the Tinker's Workshop, where I met Fairy Mary, the head of the Tinkers. Then I was off to make deliveries to the Nature Fairies. It was so exciting to meet all these new friends. Isn't it exciting when you meet a new friend? Clank, Bobble, and me brought pussy willow brushes for Rosetta, milkweed pod satchels for Fawn, and rainbow tubes for Iridessa. I was amazed as Iridessa created a rainbow and then rolled it up inside of a tube. Isn't that just amazing? I'd never seen anybody do that before until I saw Iridessa do it. I'm taking the rainbow to the mainland to change the seasons, the Light Fairy told me. You see, there she is, capturing the rainbow inside of her tube, and she's bringing it to the mainland. They're so lucky. I really wanted to be a nature fairy so I could go to the mainland too. I asked Silver Mist to teach me how to be a water fairy, but I broke every dewdrop I touched. And Iridessa tried to show me how to give light to fireflies, but instead of making fireflies glow, I started to glow instead. See, I kind of didn't do that right. The animal fairy Fawn gave me a lesson in teaching baby birds how to fly. But I couldn't even convince my bird to come out of the egg. He was just too scared. It's okay to be scared sometimes, though. I know a lot of my friends can be scared. Just trying new things can even be scary for me. I was upset. At this rate, I should get to the mainland right about never. I complained as I walked along the beach. Then I noticed a porcelain box filled with gears and springs. When my friends found me, I was busy putting all the pieces together. They watched quietly as I attached a ballerina to the lid of the box. Suddenly, the ballerina turned and the box played music. I was the best Tinker Fairy they had ever seen. But I still wanted to be a nature fairy. See, I fixed that music box. Do you have any music boxes? I think they're just absolutely flitterific the way they can play different melodies. Vidya, a mean, fast-flying fairy, told me to gather the sprinting thistles, and that would prove to everyone that I could be a garden fairy. So I built a corral and locked some of the giant weeds inside of it. But Vidya flew by the corral gate and opened it, and the thistles all ran away. They stampeded through town, destroying everything in their path. Guess I wasn't really cut out to be a garden fairy either. But Video wasn't very nice to fly through and open that gate. Queen Clarion rushed to see what had happened. The springtime supplies were ruined. There was no way we could bring spring to the mainland in time. I'm sorry, I whispered sadly before flying away. I thought about leaving Pixie Hollow forever, but then I remembered putting the music box back together with all of those found objects. Maybe I could make some machines that could get the springtime supplies ready fast. I got right to work. What do you think I'm building? It's a surprise! The next morning, there were springtime supplies everywhere. I had done it! Spring would arrive! Then Clank and Bobble showed up with the music box. I ran across this myself many seasons ago, Fairy Mary said. I didn't have a clue how to fix it. But you did, Tinkerbell. Fairy Mary and Queen Clarion agreed that I should go to the mainland to return the music box to its owner. Isn't that amazing? I would finally get to go to the mainland, even though I was a Tinker Fairy, because that is my talent. See, I finished all the springtime supplies. They were all so proud of me. Has there been a time where someone's been really proud of you? Oh, that sounds flitterific. When I and the other fairies arrived in London, everything looked dull and grey. But as the nature fairies did their jobs, ice melted, flowers bloomed, birds chirped, and marvelous colors appeared. It was even more beautiful than I could ever imagine. Look at all the beautiful flowers and the rainbow, and all the green grass. Sometimes I miss that when it's winter, don't you? As Tink flew past a row of houses, the music box started to glow outside a bedroom window. I set the box down on the windowsill, tapped on the glass, and hid. Soon a girl appeared, thrilled that her long-lost music box was finally home. My work was done, and I loved being a Tinker Fairy. See, she looks so happy that she found her music box. So, even though I thought it would be really cool to be another type of fairy, like a garden fairy or a nature fairy, just to get to go to the mainland, I found out that being a Tinker Fairy is just as amazing. Oh, I was playing Fly and Go Seek with Terrence. Oh no, I better go find him. Okay, well, I'll fly with you later. Goodbye!